A 4K KVM switch that actually works? Be still my beating heart. Welcome to Gadget Blues. This is KC, and today we're doing a quick riff of a Tripp Lite 4K KVM switch. Quick Riff is our series of short reviews where I just cut through the BS and tell you whether the product performs as advertised or not. In this case, I had not meant to do an unboxing video, but I bought a second one of these because the first one performs quite well. Spoiler alert. It's just this tiny box here. Not a big unit. And that's it. Kind of interesting pattern there on the top. Makes it a little less fingerprinty than your normal gloss black plastic. Anyway, this is a Tripp Lite. Let me grab that product name because it's impossible to remember. Very catchy. B004-DP2UA2-K. Wow. I'll remember that the next time I need to order one. No, I won't. It's a pretty tiny unit compared to other KVMs. It can go right behind all of your equipment. Very compact. Just has on either side DisplayPort, USB, and speakers. Same on the other side for the second system. And the third side for the host, DisplayPort, 2 USB for keyboard and mouse, and speakers. Pretty simple. That's all there is to the base unit. Comes with cables. You get 2 DisplayPort cables, full-size DisplayPort, not mini DisplayPort. So if you have a Macintosh or an AMD video card that has a mini DisplayPort output, you're going to need an adapter or a different cable. I would probably recommend the adapter because finding cables that work properly with 4K can be a little problematic. Comes with the speaker cables, and it comes with USB A2b cables. So it comes with everything that you need. The trick with these is getting one that actually works with 4K as advertised. There are a lot of KVMs that talk about supporting 4K, but they mean 4K in terms of televisions like 4K 30, not 4K for computer monitors, which is 4K 60. Now, I have tried a whole bunch of KVMs. I have a few of them still around, like this really pricey Belkin Secure KVM. Got a StarTech, got a SIG. I've tried several others. It's really difficult to find a KVM that works properly with 4K, 18.2 gigabits per second. And this one does, and the bundled cables work with it. It's really a little gem. It's not very expensive. I picked it up at ProVantage. This is not a sponsored video by Tripp Lite or ProVantage or anything. I just found the lowest price there, and they've always done a good job for me at ProVantage. I think it was about $146 US, which is pricey for a regular 2-port KVM, but when you consider this is basically the only unit that is working in 4K, it is definitely worth every penny. Now, I won't go into the operation of this because it works like every other KVM in the world in that you hit a hotkey, in this case, as usual, scroll lock, enter, and that will switch between units. There is no need for a button on the unit itself to switch from one computer to another. So that's very handy. It works fine. The only issue I had with it is at one point on my test bench, I tried to plug in a Corsair full RGB keyboard that had 2 USB connectors, one for power and one for the keyboard and the RGB. It was not compatible with this, but it works with other regular USB keyboards just fine, everything that I've tried. The reason that this is an unboxing, as I mentioned, is because I already have one in service and about a second one to use on my test bench to switch between machines because it's been so successful. Now, let's talk a little bit about 4K. When I say this works with 4K, I mean it works with 4K 60, the full-on 4K that you'd want to use on a PC monitor. with a modern graphics card, and you get a 4K monitor, this will work just fine. It also works with the derivatives of 4K that use the same bandwidth for gaming, such as 3440 by 1440 ultra widescreen at 100 hertz. I've tested that as well with the Acer Predator X34, and that works just fine. So I have every reason to believe that this will work with every derivative format that adds up to 18.2 gigabits. For example, 2560 by 1440, 144 hertz for gaming, that should work as well. So gaming workstation, this pretty much covers it at a pretty reasonable price. I have to give a thumbs up to Tripp Lite on this. The only disappointment is they don't make a 4-port version. I'd love to have a 4-port version for my test bench. I need more than 2 machines over there often, but I'll make do with this one until they come out with a 4K compatible one. Of course, Tripp Lite does make 4-port DisplayPort KVMs, but they aren't 4K 60 ready yet. So all told, it's a great unit, this Tripp Lite. It does the job that it's advertised to do. It switches 4K 60 and all of those derivative formats like the high refresh rate for gaming. So if you have a workstation and a gaming machine connected to the same monitor for content creation and gaming, say you're developing games, perfect for that application. Pick one up. Highly recommended. This has been Gadget Blues. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.